Hello, welcome back to my channel. Black Hands here. In this video, I'll be making basic cold process soap. So first I start with Lye Safety tools, which includes my gloves and my long sleeve, as well as my mask, and I wear a shield, but I couldn't find it this day. These are the tools that I use. It's better to get all these tools out before you start so that you're not reaching all over the place. This is the lye that I use from Brambleberry, and it comes in an orange bag. I keep it also in a Walmart bag because sometimes lye falls from the rim out and I don't want it falling on my soaping space, so it's better that it fall in the Walmart bag. That's my Hamilton Beach blender that I use, and I use distilled water. I like to have a swirling tool handy as well, along with my fork for when I start to texture my soap towards the end. This is that Hamilton Beach blender, which I got from Walmart. I think it was like $40. It is very strong. It's very good. It's stronger than the one that I bought from Amazon. And so I'll leave a link below if you would like it. These are the containers that I use. You have to make sure that the container that you use has a 5 in the little triangle. I know you probably can't see it here, but when you pick them up, I got both of these from Walmart, but Dollar Tree has them as well. As long as you look underneath it and make sure that inside the triangle, that's a 5. That means that you can use it for your soap and for lye. So here I am just checking the temperature on my oils. Ideally, you want a soap below 120 degrees, and they should be within 10 degrees of each other. It's a hard rule for when you first start now, because you can change those temperatures depending on the formula that you use. But when you're first starting, it's best to make sure it's under 120. I like the soap in between like 100 and 120 degrees Fahrenheit. And like I said, I try to make sure that they're within 10 degrees of each other, but if it's not a huge deal. I also add sodium lactate at 1 teaspoon per pound of soap to my lye solution because that makes hardening much faster, and then I can unmold the soap usually within 24 hours or a little less. When you put your blender in, you want to hit the bottom of it a few times to get all the bubbles out, and then I leave it at an angle so I can put my lye solution in through a strainer, and that way it kind of breaks the fall and eliminates some of the bubbles, not all of them, but it'll eliminate most of them. This is how the container looks when it's just the oils on top and the lye on the bottom. I thought it was cool, so I took a video of it. And now I'm going to use my stick blender to blend in 30-second bursts. And this is emulsification. But I'm going to blend a little bit more because I want it to be more of a thicker trace. And there's that medium trace. When you see those soap lines on the top that sit on top, then you know that you have met or you have reached at least medium trace. I wanted this to be a basic soap recipe that you can do at home. So I forgot to mention the oils earlier, but I used olive oil, coconut oil, and refined palm oil from Brambleberry. I will leave the recipe below. I also use castor oil, but I wanted to make it basic so it's something easy that you can do at home. There are no colors or fragrance oil used in this. This is just a really good bar of soap. It's going to be hard. It's going to clean you. It's not going to be too rough on your skin. It's a great recipe to use, and it's going to give you a good lather and lots of bubbles. So here I hit the soap mold on the counter, and that's really to get rid of any extra bubbles that I can't see or I might have missed. Now I use a fork to texture my soap tops. I really like to texture them, but you really don't have to. It's all personal preference. Now, if you want to avoid soda ash, then I recommend that you spray the top with at least 91% isopropyl alcohol. I use 99%. And soda ash isn't anything bad. It's just not aesthetically pleasing. It's just the reaction of the lye meeting the carbon dioxide or oxygen. The soap molds come with a lid, but I just use the bottom of another soap mold because I texture my soaps and I want to protect it. This is also a heating pad, which you do not have to have, but I use that. I usually put that down and put the mold on top of it. And I just run it on the low setting for about 30 minutes. And then I turn it off, but I leave the soap mold on top of it. Other soapers will actually turn the oven on to 170 degrees, then turn it off. And after they turn it off, then they put the mold in there and they'll put it in there for a few hours. But I just use the heating pad. These are just some extra soap that I use to make soap embeds for another project. I just love how the soap looks after it has sat in the mold for 24 hours. It's like fresh bread to me, but it's fresh soap. And it just looks amazing. I can't wait to cut into it. Here I am just trimming the edges. It just makes it a nicer, clean finish for it so there's not old pieces sticking up. The bars came out really smooth and nice. I love that color, and they will be really smooth and nice on anyone's skin. So definitely try this recipe out. Let me know how it went. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to leave me a comment and let me know, or send me a message. You can also go to my website where I'll be selling it. You don't have to buy it, but you can also contact me that way in the contact me form, and you can ask me any questions that you may have. Also, I'm thinking about doing a new series of kind of like an introduction to cold process soap with all the basics, with all extra detailing on each video, just to make the process, the learning process, a little bit more enjoyable, a little bit more detailed, so that all of your questions are answered. So if you would be interested in that, because I know a lot of soapers have those intro videos, but if you'd be interested in me doing that, please leave a comment below. Let me know any questions that you may have that I have not answered in past videos or in this video, and I'll be sure to include that in another video. And I really appreciate you guys. I thank you for following me on this journey, for subscribing to my channel, for liking my videos, for watching my videos. I really, really appreciate it, because I know time is money, and for you to invest your time into me, I'm very appreciative of it. So I really appreciate it. Thank you all. So for now, black hands are out. Bye-bye, guys.